Hello, friend. Hi. We're gonna do some outdoor workout here. Can you see this on my legs? I'm getting the resistance band in place. Ooh, this is the heavy resistance band that says it's 35 to 45 pounds of resistance. And woo-wee, I can feel it. That's all I can move my legs. I'm used to the light and the medium. The heavy is a lot of work. There's no way I could do it on my upper arms. Isn't it amazing though? Like resistance bands can give you such an intense workout. And it's like, it seems so simple, like there's not much there. Oh, I'm feeling it just like holding my legs apart because the band is wanting to bring my legs. Like, see, my legs go immediately back. Immediately back. Oh. I'm Steph, by the way, and so I'm going to show you some things that I've been using around the house because I like the ability to be able to work out from home, work out when I want to work out. Oh, but I am I'm a novice on this heavy. Like I said, I use the light one. It comes as I think it's a 3-pack, the resistance bands. And so you can do the different levels of intensity and use them as is convenient for you. So I will do arm exercises with the light one, but I can't do the heavy one. Okay. Honestly, I've got to take the heavy one off. It's like a lot. So like I said, you get a whole set of these, and I will show you this up close because see that it has like a grip in the inside. I mean, nothing intense, but it helps it from when on your leggings, it helps it not to slide off. It helps to keep things in place. And they are really heavy duty material so that when you are stretching, you're doing all the things. See, I can't open this anymore. That's why I'm on the light level. But I gave the light to my husband and he was like, that was nothing for him. So see, different levels, everybody needs something different and at your stage. So this is the heavy, there is a medium and there's a light. Okay. That's the resistance. I'm already getting winded. So I'm not used to that intensity, but I want to show you a couple of the other things that I have been using. And what behind me here, this is a rebounder. So a rebounder, and I can bring you closer. I'll show you close up. This is the Becan soft, I believe it's called the Softland. It has, let's see what it says. Yeah, the Becan 40-inch Softland. It has the cords, see, they stretch. So some people are only familiar with old school trampolines or backyard trampolines that have springs in them. So these are called bungees, and bungees give you a different type of feel in your bounce. And then this is a regular trampoline mat. Okay. This is a 40-inch. So obviously much smaller than your big backyard trampoline, but I'll show you here in a second how this works. You can see, let me show you the feet. Here's my cat. He's walking in front of the camera. You've got these feet, and so it can help you protect your floor, the rubber feet, as well as keep you from moving around as much. I brought it outside because it's a nice day, and I just wanted to show you everything out here in the light so you could see how this looks. I would say, I forgot to measure it, but you're about a foot off the ground. So let me set the phone down, and then I will show you how this looks. Oops. A little bit crooked. Okay. So we'll put that about right there. So we'll make sure my head's not getting cut off. Yes? All right. I'm going to turn it because you can do whatever way you want to do it. Sorry. The cat is like so close to the phone stand. I don't want him to knock my phone over. Okay. I got him away. You can turn and work out with this behind you, so you don't always have to be holding on to it. So if you have your balance in place and you wanted to do something where maybe you were doing some bounce and kick action, you can do that. Now, the first thing I want you to notice as I'm using the rebounder is I'm not jumping up crazy like a kid. Yes. So you think about big backyard trampolines, kids are usually like, wee, wee, right? And they're bouncing all over the place. I'm going to fix my pants. And a rebounder, you can bounce into it. And just like we were talking about the resistance with a resistance band, imagine, how it was hard for me to open my legs because that was such strong resistance. Well, you have resistance in your bungees. You have all of these bungees are giving you resistance. So every time that you're bouncing, there is a level of resistance. So this is why you can bounce into the trampoline mat and you're still getting a workout. So you do not have to be like this. You do not have to come off of it. You can, but you do not have to, okay? When you come off of it, then you get G-force because that's gravity working against you. So every time you come off, even if it's that millisecond, you have an element of G-force where gravity is pushing back on you. So it's just a different way of working out. Okay, let me show you. Take this and we're just going to turn it around. So hold on, I'll show you this. See, you could lift this whole thing as needed. It's not extremely, it's a one person. What I'm trying to say is like one person could lift it, a typical. You have this here that you can twist. It's just a twist knob. So you can pull out the handle and take the handle off. So if you did need to move it, because we were moving it from inside to outside, and I had my child help me with this. So he was able just to unscrew it, take the handle off so that he could move this piece through the door and then reattach the handle as soon as he got back outside. So here I am. Now I've got the handlebar in place. It's got a firm grip. You can see that. And it's got the padded. So I like that it's padded in the sense that that's giving you a little bit of extra cushion and extra comfort. And notice, once again, my feet are never leaving the rebounder. This is how I'm choosing to bounce. And I just have pulsing bounces. So you can start at whatever level is comfortable for you as you are practicing rebounding. And then, honestly, if you kick out to the side like this, you could do this while holding on to the handle. Yes. You could go backwards. And so the handle here is my recommendation as you're working out with a rebounder is not to be like death grip on it. Yes. Just use it as guidance. So depending on where you're at, what age and stage and mobility factor, you may want to have a little bit firmer grip. I try just to use it kind of as a guiding point at this point because I can bounce without it because I've worked on my balance. So the biggest thing is to know your range of motion. All right. Because rebounders do come in different sizes and different styles. And so with this one, and come back. You want to stay within this range. Can you see how I'm defining that? You want to stay within that range on your rebounder. Stay within here. Do not come and stand out on the bungees. Do not step on this. And that's another thing is you want to know how far, this is a good place. Like if you're just getting started with a rebounder, I'll turn this to the side and show you. You want to have your hands, okay? Once again, if this is just where you're getting started, you're new to this fitness equipment, place your foot as close to like a center point. Don't put your foot here. No. You want to put your foot into the rebounder. Use your handlebar if you have one. Know your range and step up as you're pushing off the ground, okay? So then you can put your other foot on. And that may be really basic for you, but I just wanted to give you a simple demonstration. So, and then you can find where you want to be, what direction you want to be. And once again, use your handlebar as needed. This is not an extra thing. This comes with it. So when you order this particular unit, which this model just came out recently. So this is their newest, their latest, their greatest, however you want to say that. Oh, by the way, with this knob, you have a couple of different holes, so you can even adjust the height. So I'm 5'8", 5'9", in that range. And I would also say because of my sneakers, which I do recommend these sneakers, I wore these today to show you, but you can adjust the handlebar as needed. Now, when I'm bouncing, I do like to wear the G-Defy sneakers. I will take these on a walk as well, but notice, and these come for men and for women, so there's different colors and different styles. in this brand, in this setup, but look at how high, and then look on the inside. It's got like, can you see that? I'm trying to make sure that you can see. See, it's got like an extra wedge back here. So it's giving you some extra cushion. The insoles, they give you 2 options of insoles, and you can choose whichever one works for best for you. I went for the one that had the extra padding. And so there you go. But what I like about this is because look at how, can you see how thick that is? Like, and then you have that extra on the piece. So when I go to bounce, or you're going on a walk, if you have sensitive feet, I have sensitive feet. I'm one of those people. And so I get a lot of sensitivity in the back of my foot, on my heel. This is really helping me. And so I noticed that when I do a rebounding workout and I'm bouncing a lot, bouncing in these shoes helps my feet. That's the best way that I can explain it to you. I've been using these now, I'd say 4 or 5 months. I'm not sure. And then I've been rebounding for about, I think it's 10 months of pretty consistent rebounding. So these are like actual things, actual tools that I'm using as I'm working out. Okay. Hold tight. I want to show you the added element that I add in here. If I want a little bit extra workout, and I will do this on a rebounder. Okay. You can also do this on the ground. You can also get like a mat and do this. What this is a jump rope. Okay. But you're like, whoa, Steph, these are not connected. I know. That's the amazing thing of it. They're from Cross Rope. I'm going to show you. Okay. Look at this handle. And can you tell that there's not just a design, but that's actual texture. That's an actual grip. So what you get to do with this is it helps you. So when I get to really working out, it's not slipping out of my hand. I love that. And with this, what you can do, I have the one that's the amp. So you can turn this on, power it up, and it will connect to their app. They have an amazing app that will actually count your reps as you're doing it. Now, right here, here's the important part that I want you to see. Right here, watch this, that's simple. This comes apart so that these can change out. So this one, see that? It says it's a ½ pound. Sorry, I'm holding it upside down. But there's a ½ pound, and then it just snaps back right here. Snaps back into place. Very simple. So these are just going to go around. Oh, there I am. I'm going backwards. I always tend to go backwards. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but anyhow, probably is. And then forwards. Okay. So you can jump. But the beautiful thing is if you're somebody who likes the extra resistance, or you like the extra cushion of being on a rebounder versus jumping on the ground, which that's me. So let me turn this around this way. Now I can add in a little bit of arm workout and do that while I'm bouncing. So instead of jumping on the hard concrete, I'm easier on my joints on a rebounder, and I still have the resistance training too of the rebounder. So that's added benefit. And now I'm also have a little bit of an arm workout. So I'm keeping my elbows close in, okay, because I want to demonstrate a very beginning basic move for you, but you can obviously get your range of movement going whichever direction you want it, forwards or backwards, okay? And you can do lots of different moves. So there are times I'll be bouncing and I'll just take a break on my arms. And so I just swing it in like this, and I'll just hold it because that's still weight. And that's weight in my hands. And so I'll just kind of hold it, and I'll go back, and I'll get to work. And then I might do some things differently with my feet as I'm working out. You know, seriously, it's like whatever it is that you want to do, you get to create that combination. So there's so many different ways that you can do all of this different types of strength training. So much of what I'm doing and showing you are different ways to do resistance training. So this is strength training for your hands and your arms, your upper body, right? We've got our lower body going on, and the resistance in that. There's so much to be said about the bounce effect on the body, because inside our body is the lymphatic system. That's your lymph nodes that like this is all in my language. This is not medical terminology, but the way I explain the lymph nodes, like it collects all the germs and the gunk and the things that we don't want. So that's wonderful. And so you want all that to be flushed out. And so the bounce effect, the rhythmic bouncing, will help you to flush that out. I mean, you could get up and go for a jog, go for a long walk, do other things as well to flush out your lymphatic system. The point is to get mobile, to get moving. If you're just sitting, it's probably not doing a lot. So we just want to add in a little bit of workout into our routine. So think about this, how rebounding can give you a nice steady effect and really working out at your pace. When I started 10 months ago, I was completely brand new to rebounding. And the beautiful thing is I can learn how to take it at my own pace. I also found rebounding because on social media, there's lots of different videos about rebounding. And if you want gentle rebounding, encouragement, and just really laid back, not big choreography, you can follow me on YouTube. My channel on YouTube for gentle rebounding is Rebound Workout. So that's my handle on YouTube, Rebound Workout. Very simple. Okay, let me show you. So these are, once again, they're cross rope and they're ropeless in that they're not attached. So you don't have anything that you've got to heavily coordinate and trip over. I remember learning double Dutch in elementary school. That's probably the last time I did something highly coordinated. You get to keep it pretty simple here. And I really love these because this is an added effect that I can add into my rebounder workout. And this is a good place for where you can start on the rebounder. Okay, I have one more thing to show you, and let me know if you have any questions. I think I can see questions on my phone when it comes up. Okay, I'm going to put this over here. I do not rebound in this. I'm going to say that right now. I don't know if you want to or not, but I have started using this on my walks. I've seen so many people doing this on their walks. And I said, okay, I want to give this a try because I can't carry weights because I'm walking my dog. So I got to have my hands free. But I thought about this, if I put this on. Now, here's the thing. I want you to see, like actually in this vest, it's got something in it. Like it feels kind of like it's like beads to me. Okay. But it weighs something. So maybe a better term for that are like stones. There's baby stones inside of here. Can you hear it? Yes. And so it's got a lot of weight. So all through here, here, and then down into the back, which I'll show you in a second. This is why this vest in and of itself is so heavy. And so there's a lot of weight and there's different levels of this style. Okay. They have a couple of different styles, but if you want the one that seals across your chest, and for me, that's been a better fit for my composition. And then you've got how it comes across here. So I'm pretty much all the way at the end of it. I have a larger figure and it still can close and fit on me. Now, right here, you've got your reflection strip here. If you're one of the people who likes to walk and it's not too bright. And then you can put your keys, your phone, your chapstick, whatever you need in this little pocket. It's got nice Velcro, closes back up, but then you lift it up and you've got 3 pouches. Those 3 pouches let you add in extra weight, or store a bunch of chapstick. But let me show you the weights. Oh, okay. See, they're like little beanbag style. Yes. And so you just open this back up and see what I'm doing? You just fit it down inside of there. Okay, I'm just putting one, so I put it in the center to balance it out. Make sure it's closed. Now let me show you in the back. You got 3 spots in the back as well that you can load them in. So there are a total of 6 extra weights that you can add in here. And now you can just do your regular workout. You could go about, I mean, honestly, you could wear this around the house and go do your movement of your chores, your cooking, your whatever you got to do. Or obviously you can go for a walk and enjoy yourself out on a walk and do this. This, like I'm still getting used to it. I have not been doing this as long as my other activities. And so I'm telling you that just wearing this and going for my walk with my dog has left me like, whew, I'm feeling it. And to me, it's doing something because you're carrying the extra weight. I'm carrying enough extra weight that I can feel it in my feet, that to me, it feels like the padding in my shoes has suddenly disappeared because I'm carrying all this extra weight. But the good thing is like, this is encouraging me, because then when I take it off, I'm like, whew, there's a relief there. I know I worked out well, so I have that relief and that satisfaction, but also I'm saying I feel the relief of just like losing this extra weight. And so that gets me excited, because it helps me to think about, as I'm releasing weight, what is this going to feel like to let go of this amount of weight? So like I said, this comes in variable weights, and they even have a couple of different styles. All right, I'm going to set this down. It's heavy in my hands. So that's what I have for you today, friends. So once again, we have the resistance bands that were heavy duty, and this is actually the heavy, but you get 3 in the set. So you get light, medium, and heavy, and it's got the good grip, and it's very tough. It's very it's not snapping. I had plastic ones that snapped, and that made me disgruntled, and so I went with this, and this is heavy duty, and just a really good workout. The heaviness, I'm not ready for it yet. I'm still on light and medium. And then we looked at the ropeless jump rope from Crossrope that has the grip and the weight and the handle, and then you add in these weights at different variables. So there's a 1/4 pound, a half featured for you today was the Becan Softland, and that is on sale right now with the big spring sale with Amazon. And once again, this is not like a backyard trampoline. Your kids can still, I mean, with your approval and your supervision, your guidance, they can still get on here and do a workout, but it's going to feel different than a backyard trampoline that is really wing, wing, right? Like really springy. This has bungees, not springs. And so it's about resistance training. That's how I want you to think about it. Because every bounce that you give into the rebounder with those bungees all in place, that is resistance. So you're going to start to feel it inside your core. That's where when I do these micro pulses, like how I'm doing right now, I'm never coming off of the rebounder. I'm just bouncing quick succession into it, and I feel it into my abs. And that's great, because that's what I want to work on. But you can do other things and think about, how do you want to work out today? What do you want to do? You know, do you want to add in legs in a bigger way? Do you want to do, side to sides? You can do this. Here's the thing, friend. Any of the stuff that I just showed you, you can do it all at your level. So the resistance bands come in light, medium, and heavy. So you meet yourself where you're at, and you start in a simple way that works for your body. Meet your body where you're at. The cross-rope jump rope, you can go at whatever pace and intensity, and you can change out the weights. Okay, so you can start slower and lighter and work up. Here on the rebounder, you get to adjust your moves. So, and the intensity in which you push and how quickly you want to move. Okay. So all of that, and it comes with the handle. There are a lot of rebounders out there that charge you extra for the handle. One thing Becan does well is they provide the handle with their units. So that is an added advantage. This is a newer model. So they have listened to consumers and done things on this model that you won't find on some of their other models. What was the other thing? Oh, and the weighted vest. Once again, that allows you to add some training into your walks, yes, or whatever other workouts, however you want to use it. But you can wear it for the length of time that you want, whether you want the extra weights or not, and how you want to use overall your time. So the beauty and all the things that I showed you, the idea here is that you can work out at your convenience because it's at home, and you can work out in the way that works for your body, that you're meeting your body where you're at. If you want more on any positive, gentle, rebounding type things, you can visit me over at YouTube. My handle on YouTube is Rebounder Workout, and I do guided rebounding sessions on the rebounder for women. And we're always gentle, and we're always talking about listening to our body. All right, and then I showed you my sneakers that I like to use for rebounding because it has the extra padding. Those are from Gidify. And then, I also have on, you may not even be able to tell, but they're way up here. I've got the compression socks that they come all the way up to here on me. And so that's going to help overall, making sure I'm getting the blood flow and the support. I always thought, I really don't know. I didn't give compression socks a lot of thought, but then I found athletes use compression socks. Well, I consider myself an athlete in training now. I'm not Olympic bound, but I do have a body to take care of. I want to take care of myself well. And so I thought if I can wear good shoes, good, workout equipment, like what I'm using and what I'm wearing, and then even including my socks, I want to take care of my body so that it can take care of me. All right, friend, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me outside as we talked about some of this fitness equipment. And